Are vintage tube amps overrated? Let's find out. This is a genuine 1953 Fender Deluxe built in Fullerton, California by Julia. It's one of the rare models. This is a Fractal FM3 with a modeler set to be this exact amp. Let's try both out and then I'll give you my thoughts. So what did you think? Obviously, a bunch of you are going to say that this wasn't the perfect test because I was miking a cab versus miking an FRFR monitor. That was hard for me to decide whether to just give you the raw signal coming out of the modeler or actually mic something, and I decided to mic something so that you were getting the color of the Audigo mic. If you want me to test it a different way, just comment and I'm happy to run another test. But I think the main point is always going to be the same. The genuine article. So when I talk about a tube amp, I'm not saying one of these new tube amps that you guys are getting from China that have green PCB boards in them. I'm talking about something that's hand wired by a person and built by hand. Those things are still going to give you better responsiveness, more dynamics, and a richer frequency field. On the other hand, the modeler is much cheaper, much more reliable, and much more consistent when playing in a live environment. So they both have their own place, but I will say that to me, this is like a vintage car that barely leaves my garage, and I use it for joyrides, and if somebody steals it, I am but this is a reliable Volkswagen car. It gets me where I need to go every time. It doesn't break down. It doesn't have maintenance costs. For $900, I'm getting every pedal that I could imagine, and I'm able to design each one of those pedals, and I'm getting every amp that I could imagine, and I get to design every one of those amps. For $3,000 to $8,000, I'm getting an amp. Overall, I don't think that one is better than the other, but I do think that in a live environment, you're better off just getting a modeler than you are getting a vintage tube amp. I honestly started this by thinking that they would sound pretty much the same, and that's not really the case. This one is a clear winner, just in terms of feel and joy to play, but also this one cost me a down payment on the house, and this one cost me $900. So I think if you are wondering if a tube amp is worth it, listen for yourself. In my opinion, go with the modeler, and then if you have the modeler and you want to make an investment, get a vintage tube amp, because this is my favorite piece of gear that I own.